good morning, afternoon, or evening, or just good day to everybody today. Welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a long 3 months without any uploading, without any updates through the channel, through the socials, and I do sincerely apologize. These last 3 months have been very busy, whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh, school, family matters, so it's just a little bit of everything, including work too, some promotions at work. So it's definitely been a long while, a busy while as well. But I'm not returning with a new video just to say sorry it's been 3 months. That's that. I am returning with a new video to kind of give an update on what's been happening or what's been going through my mind regarding the 300th YCS, which I was planning to attend, which is what the whole last two videos were about. And I'll also be going over kind of why I ended up not going, what's gonna happen now, and what's gonna happen with the series more importantly, and with the future of the channel and the videos. So to start everything off, thank you guys for tuning back in. This is gonna be episode 3 of what was Topping YCS Virginia, but will now be getting an invite. So the series has changed to be a goal that's a little bit more tangible, something I can absolutely deal with, prepare for accordingly, and not really have to take, in a sense, so seriously, where it's, you know, having to pre-plan hotel bookings, having to pre-plan plane tickets, coordination with my, I don't know, cars, rentals, whatever it is. So overall, I feel like getting an invite to either nationals, the goal is to get an invite to nationals, but getting an invite to nationals or something else feels a lot more tangible, feels a lot more manageable, especially right now with school and all other things considered. So for the most part, I am super excited to announce that that is going to be the new topic for the series from now on, getting an invite. So this is going to be episode 3. It's just going to be a continuation. We're just going to piggyback off of what the videos I already have are, and we're just going to get started from there. So today is the 26th. It's technically the 26th is 1 in the morning, but I do know it's a Thursday. I've been releasing my videos prior to this. I was releasing my videos kind of all over the week. I do think maybe from now on I'll be releasing videos every Tuesday and every Saturday, so 2 days a week, consistently every single week. This video, of course, being the exception, technically it should be out before Saturday, maybe Friday, and that will be just a new schedule for the channel. Videos every Tuesdays, videos every Saturdays. The reason why is because the locals in my area is every Monday. Normally if I have a video planned with locals in it as part of a series of days, then I like to do locals first, then upload afterwards. So for the most part, that is how I'm planning on doing it from now on, the schedule for the video releasing. And moving on to what's been going on for the past 3 months. If y'all remember, the last video, episode 2, was changing the meta, or something along those lines, talking about the branded structure deck, which I was trying to get the mat for while playing branded. So I'll be showing a picture somewhere on the screen right now where I was playing a list kind of based off of the branded structure deck, and I played it on top of my regular mat, topped off with the paper version of the Fallen Virtuous mat. So that was a lot of fun. Got a lot of laughs out of everybody at my locals that day, but it was, like I said, a lot of fun. I was able to not necessarily win the locals, but I was able to get the mats still through a raffle, which I'm not complaining at all in any way. And I will be releasing a video regarding that specific structure deck sometimes soon, later maybe. The only reason why is because I do want to start a Chronicles deck series, so that's another great announcement I'm pretty happy to make. And it'll also be followed up with a Spirit Charmers episode, which is going to be just based around the Spirit Charmers deck, the Spirit Charmers mat, which I also happen to get. And you know, just in case y'all don't believe me for whatever reason, check it out. Here is the Fallen Virtuous mat. Beautiful, beautiful. I keep that in my bag at all times. And then we have the newest one. Check that out. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we got both mats going for us. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Sorry, my mic was muffled there. But for the most part, I will be making videos on those for sure. I have some very interesting lists for the Spirit Charmers deck, which I didn't get to try out because I was missing 6 cards, 6 very important cards. But for the most part, very exciting. I'm very excited to release those 2 videos. Maybe I'll jumble them up into one, maybe not. If you guys have any comments regarding that or how you guys want me to structure any other series, please let me know. And enough of the app, enough of the app. I want to talk about the 300 YCS. So how did it go down? I personally believed that Yummy was gonna get hit one way or another before the event happened, which is why I decided to cancel all plans to go. I didn't feel comfortable playing any other deck at the moment to really allow me to top. I didn't feel comfortable buying cards for one of the most expensive decks in the format, which is either Dracotel or Brained, whichever, Canine, whatever I chose to play. But for the most part, I decided not to go because I knew they were going to get hit with the Yummy cards. I didn't expect it to be Snatch You to 1 or Herald Band. I knew Herald was going to get some kind of hit, Mitsurugi as well. But I didn't expect Snatch You to go down to 1. That was a little unexpected. And right now I am playtesting around with a list for Yummy, which seems to be doing pretty good at regionals and other YCSs. So I'm pretty excited to release a video on that hopefully soon, but for the moment I am stuck on one deck. It's not really one of those popular decks. I will be announcing at the end of the video just so I can go a little bit more in depth, but still talking about 300 YCS. We saw some great decks. We saw Canine variants, Yummy variants, that was crazy. Radiant Typhoon as an engine, which was pretty interesting to see too. I thought the pure deck was going to be one of the main tops, but apparently it was used as an engine, and that's what got a lot of the top decks up there. So that is pretty cool. I think I also wrote it up here. Yeah, Lunalight was a great deck. I, for some reason, didn't expect Lunalight to do so good. I don't really know why. I just figured more people would be running ways to remove bodies off the board, but for the most part, Lunalight did do very well. It's a great deck. It's pretty fun to play. I just don't like going up against it very much. But Malice top 2. I'm a huge Malice fan. I know everybody in the world feels very different about Malice overall, but I'm a huge Malice fan. I love the deck. I played it during Raizo format, and even though I didn't do that good for unimportant reasons, it was still a really fun deck to play. So I love seeing Malice top. And regarding Malice, I did also play it at locals and got 2nd place, I think it was, maybe. I did forget what I got, but I did do pretty good with Malice. Nobody really expected it. It was right after the YCS too, so really nobody was expecting me to play it, or anybody to play it for that matter. So I think Malice is still a really great, at least honorary mention for the top decks in the format at the moment. Still pretty strong, but for the most part, that is the small thing I just want to talk about the 300 YCS. I don't want to spend too much time yapping at the intro, but for the most part, the decks I saw were crazy. It kind of inspired me to build a deck that I'm playing with right now. I'll be taking it to locals on Monday and releasing a video about it on Tuesday, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully you guys are as well. And then finally, let's see what I've been doing for the past 3 months. I've been playtesting a lot. After Yummy got banned, I was going around with different decks trying to see what I like the most. I'm still not set on a meta deck. The only deck I really enjoy at the moment is Malice and the deck that I'm playing right now. Also, I've been going to locals consistently. Yeah, I even went to Genesis, which I really didn't have fun with. Unfortunately, I took Spring-ins, and the game 1, I went against Labyrinth, which Spring-ins sucks against. Spring-ins has no way to deal with back row in any way. So I did horribly bad against Labyrinth, and then game 2 or round 2 I went up against Necro Valley and I got Royal Tributed 2 times. I think that's the name of the card. I'll be putting up somewhere on the screen. I need my monsters and they all got sent to grave. So that was a little iffy situation for me. I didn't really enjoy Genesis too much. I'm still stuck on whether or not I'll be playing Genesis next time we have it. But for the most part, it's not my format, and I have been taking Malice. I took Goblin Biker Malice to locals. I also took Pure Goblin Bikers. The very Pure Goblin Bikers like board breaker style, and that was pretty fun to say the least. Let's see, I've taken those 3 decks so far to locals, just because they're the most accessible decks that I have at the moment that I feel comfortable fully playing. And Now I'm trying out, I guess it's time to say kind of what I'm playing. Now I am trying out Goblin Biker, Radiant Typhoon, Fiendsmith, which is ridiculous. So I'm going to put it up on the screen. This deck is absolutely ridiculous. We have 3, 6, 8, technically 8 starters in the Goblin Biker monster lineup. Then we have 3 more in the spell lineup, and then 3 more in the form of Breakout, which is a pretty good card. And then for the Radiant Typhoon / Fiendsmith, we have a total of about 5 starters. So the deck in reality has just about, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, give or take, starters, give or take again, like I said. And like I said, I've been really liking it a lot. I think this deck list right now that I have on screen could use some work for the most part. Absolutely could use some work. The ratios sometimes feel a little funky, and I just feel like it could do better overall. But the Fulos, the Ash, the Blossom, and the Called By feel super strong. I don't think those deserve to be cut in any way. I know I've seen some lists topping regionals and kind of topping YCS with 2 Bells and 2 Perillas in the main deck. I tried that out. I wasn't the biggest fan just because I'm not running that much non-engine in the deck. But for the most part, because of the fact that I am running so much engine, it's so easy to push through boards. I don't think I'll be showing up any test hands, but like I said, I'll be playing this at locals next week, and hopefully once I play it, I'll have some feedback for everybody to know kind of how it's doing. The main part I'm really testing here with this is the Radiant Typhoon engine 1 and the Fiendsmith engine 2. Not only am I playing just the Fiendsmith engine for the Desiree, I'm sorry, for the Caesar, I am also playing Desiree, and on top of Desiree, I'm also playing Agnumde. And just for the weird situations, I'm doing a Chaos Angel. I just had the free space. And you guys might also notice I'm not playing Radiant Typhoon Mandate or Varoon in the extra deck, just because I felt like I was never going into the Varoon to get the negate off the trap ever. I do know that it's a great interruption in the form of, Varoon can make itself and another opponent's card put itself into the spell and trap zone, which is pretty good interruption, baits out interaction. But in my opinion, I feel like I'd much rather just bait out an interaction with, going into Jin to go into Requiem and then to try to do a Fiendsmith combo and interact with them afterwards using Goblin Biker cards. So for the most part, I thought that using Radiant Typhoon, Mandate, and Varoon was a little too slow for going into boards. But definitely, I do enjoy going into Fiendsmith immediately, no matter what, going first or second. So I switched it out for the Little Knight. Little Knight's the only one I'm kind of not sure on. I've gotten Retaliating Seed a couple times already, and I'm not necessarily the biggest fan. The deck really doesn't use the graveyard quite a bit, not too bad, not too much, but it does use it quite a bit. So I thought of Little Knight as an option to kind of get rid of that body on board. But if not, Goblin Bikers are a great way of clearing any body. So as long as I have any form of a starter, I can go Gabanga search Doug summon itself, and then Gabanga attach the Retaliating Sea. So for the most part, I'm not worried about clearing bodies. The whole deck for Goblin Biker is basically a board breaker / OTK deck. And then, of course, the Radiant Typhoon cards just make it deal with back row a little bit easier, as well as making the Fiendsmith combo pretty easy. So I'm pretty happy with this deck, how it's been doing online. I'm not too upset at all with anything about it. And I just wanted to let everybody know kind of where my head was at with the deck that I'm running at the moment. Am I planning on switching this up anytime soon? Yeah, most likely I will. But I am planning on taking this to some of the next events I'll be going to here in a couple of months. So first up, we have in just about a month, I think it's March 28th, the Yuma Regional in Arizona. I'm super excited. It's gonna be my 3rd time going to the Yuma Regional in Arizona, and hopefully this time I can actually do good. The first time I went was with Goblin Bikers Pure. I feel like I did pretty good, just not as good as I would have liked to. The second time I went with Malice, and I bricked every single game. It wasn't even an option of misplaying. I just bricked. So I'm not upset about that time. I am upset in the sense of I bricked. But I don't know if I've said in the sense of I misplayed or anything. So this third time around, I am taking a much better deck. I am planning it out a little bit better as well. And all my cards should be coming in the mail sometime this week, and I'll be picking up the cards from friends sometime next week. So I'm pretty excited overall, and like I said, I have that event coming up. I have the 3-on-3 YCS in Vegas coming up in April, which I'm also very excited for. I'll be going with my friends Will and Ben, so hopefully I can get some content going regarding that as well. But that's gonna be it for this video. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time talking about random things, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of where I've been, what's gonna happen, where the series is going, and then what events I'm gonna be going to. So hopefully you guys enjoy the comeback. Like I said, episode number 3, a new beginning, getting to the top. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment, please leave a like. If y'all have any questions, let me know, and please expect those 2 videos for the Chronicles decks to come out soon. Thank you guys very much. Stay blessed. Boom!